Hello my dear student, I welcome you all to the maths class. So student, you all know that we have completed till question number 4 of exercise 6.5, right? So in our today's class we are going to start from question number 5. Alright, so let us have a look on the question. The question says that a tree is broken at a height of 5 meter from the ground, okay, from the ground, and its top touches the ground at a distance of 12 meter, okay, from the base of the tree. Find the original height of the tree. So you have to find the original height of the tree. So just imagine this is your tree, okay. So this tree at the height of 5 meter somewhere, this has broken down. This tree has now broken down, and now this tree is touching, okay, this tree is broken down somewhere at the height of 5 meter, not fully, okay. So they have not said fully it is broken down. It is just saying that at the 5 meter the top touches the ground at a distance of 12 meters. So your base is your 12 meters. So from the base, just see, touches the ground at the distance of 12 meter. Now this the broken tree is touching the ground, which is at 12 meter base, okay, which is 12 meter base, and somewhere it is breaking down. So your perpendicular, this tree is, for now it is, this height is, after breaking down your height will be 5 meter, okay, but the actual tree of the height is not 5 meter. Alright, so this broken part has now become the hypotenuse, right? So what will happen when you break something? Just see, if you want to break this straight line, if you want to break into two parts, and what will happen? This will become like this. The broken part will become like this and touch the ground, right? Not fully broke, okay, half of the broken part. If you break it, what will happen? This will look like this, no? It will try to touch the ground. So this will become the shape of the right angle triangle, in which the 5 meter height, after breaking down, the height of the tree is 5 meter. Now you have to find the height of full tree, full tree, okay, full height of the tree. Now, so to write this, so let me make the proper figure. So this is a rough one here. So let me make the proper one. So after breaking down, what happen? Your height of the tree is 5 meter. Your ground is 12 meter, which is perpendicular over here, and B, A, C. Put the name. Okay. So now you have to find the hypotenuse to find the original height of the tree. Okay. So I hope you understood the figure. Let me make you clear again. The tree, one tree was there. This tree has been broken at the height of 5 meter. Now this part, the upper part, is now fallen down like this. It has become hypotenuse. Alright, this fallen down and it has become hypotenuse, and now this is touching the ground, which is at 12 meter below. So now this is 5 meter height. After breaking down, it has become 5 meter high. Now this became, the broken part became your hypotenuse. Okay, so now you have to find the original height of the tree. Alright, so now we will not do anything complicated. Just put the Pythagoras formula, because it is right angle triangle, and we are going to find the answer. Just write, we know AC is equal to 12 meter, AB is equal to 5 meter, BC is equal to question mark. So from Pythagoras theorem, yes, from Pythagoras theorem, what we can write? What is the hypotenuse? BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square, right? Now what is the BC square? No, we don't know. We have to find. So what is the AB square? 5 square plus what is the AC square? 12 square, right? You can put inside the bracket also. If you have a problem writing this outside the bracket, so BC square is equal to 5 5 are 25 plus 12 into 12 is 144. right? So now what is your BC square is equal to, when you add this you are going to get 169. Add this, sorry, you find the square root of 169. You know that when you have square root, whenever you have square, when the square will transpose to the equals to sign, this will become square root of 169, right? So it is 13. So when you try to find the square root of 13, then it will become 169 square root, it will become 13. Okay, so now this part is 13. Okay, so this part is now 13. Now you have to find the total height. So to find the total height, what you have to do, then the original height of the tree is equal to this AB, right? This AB and this BC, because this BC is a part of AB, right? AB plus BC, because this BC broken down and became hypotenuse, no? So when you find this hypotenuse, when you join this, when you again make this hypotenuse straight, this will be a part of the tree. Okay, so do not get confused why again BC became your part of the tree. So because in the question it was mentioned that the tree was broken at the height 5 meter. Now this broken part is now touching the ground, and now it is making right angle triangle. Okay, so AB is already 5 meter. This AB is 5 meter plus what BC you found. What is the hypotenuse you found? 13. So your original height of the tree will be 18 meter. 18 meter. So when you make this stand again, this will be 13 meter. So total height of the tree was 18 meter. At 5 meter distance height, the tree was broken down and it not fully fallen down. It became hypotenuse after breaking. झूल गया. So it became your hypotenuse. Now everything was mentioned there. So using the Pythagoras theorem, we found the answer. Alright, I hope you have understood this. Proceeding to question number 6, student, we have angles Q and R of a triangle PQR are 25 and 65. So let me make a figure. Figure is given the question. So PQR, Q and R. Q is 25 degree and R is 65 degree, right? So these two angles are given. Now you have to, what you have to do is write which of the following is true. So this is your Pythagoras theorem property, right? So we have to find the third angle. What is this third angle? P. So using the angle sum property, you know that in angle sum property you were finding the missing angle, if any, in the interior angle, right? So what is angle P you have to find here. So angle P plus angle Q plus angle R is equal to 180 degrees. So this is the angle sum property, right? So angle P is, you have to find, angle Q is 25 degree, angle R is 65 degree, is equal to 180 degree, right? So 25 plus 65 is, so let me add this. So this 10, 6, 2, 8, 9 is equal to 180 degree. It is 90 degree. So when you try to find the value of the angle P is equal to 180 minus 90 degree, which is equal to 90 degree. So you got that angle P is your 90 degree, right? So you got the value 90 degree. So you know that in right angle triangle, there should be a 90 degree, right? So this is okay, that we can apply here in this triangle, we can apply the Pythagoras property. Now you have to tell me where is the hypotenuse and where is the base. In normal right angle triangle, in previous still question number 5, there was no problem with the figure, but over here, now how to choose which one is your right angle, which one is your hypotenuse and which one is your base. So student, to find the hypotenuse, the basic idea or the main important thing is opposite of this angle. Whatever is the opposite angle, opposite of this right angle is your hypotenuse. Okay, so here this is your angle here, and opposite of this angle is your hypotenuse. Okay, H, capital H. This will become hypotenuse. Okay, this will become your base, and this will become your what? Height or perpendicular. So according to the formula of Pythagoras theorem, what was your property? The property was, so according to Pythagoras theorem, it states that h square is equal to p square plus b square, right? H square is equal to p square plus b square. So what is your h here? Your h is qr square. What is your p square? Your p square is pq square. What is your b square? Your b square is pr square. Now you have to choose among these three statements, among these three equations, which one is true. Alright, so just see pq square plus qr square, but here it is not q square, it is pr square. So this statement is false. So move on to the equation 2. pq square, okay, pq square here we have, okay, rp square, okay, rp square or pr square, whatever it is, okay there. Now next qr square, okay, this statement is true. Alright, because this equation is getting matched with equation 2. Now move on to the equation 3. pr square plus qr square, but you have qp square. No, this statement is also false. So student, only equation 2 is getting true. So with this we are over with question number 2 also. Sorry, question number 6 also. Alright, so I hope you have understood this. So now let us proceed to question number 7. So moving on to the question number 7, here we have, find the perimeter of the rectangle, alright, whose length is 40 centimeter and the diagonal is 41 centimeter. So this is your rectangle given here. The side A, B, C, D is mentioned. So this AC is your diagonal and this is your length. So in your rectangle, you know that you have length and breadth, right? So you have to find the perimeter. But before finding the perimeter, you cannot find directly because breadth is not given. All right. So perimeter you can find only when you know know the length and breadth, right? Length is known to you all, but breadth is not known. So here what we are going to do is we are going to take the help of a right angle triangle properties, that is Pythagoras theorem. So if you break this figure in this way, this will become right angle triangle, right? So this will become A, B and C. So this is your hypotenuse, sorry, this is your right angle triangle, which height is 40 centimeter mentioned and your hypotenuse is 41 centimeter mentioned. Now you have to find the base. Alright, so it's square, that is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square using Pythagoras theorem. Using Pythagoras theorem we have to find this. Okay, so everything is given over here. AB, BC, AB, AC is given, BC you have to find, which will become your breadth. Alright, so now what is the AC? AC is your 41 whole square is equal to AB is your 40 whole square plus BC you don't know, you have to find. Alright, so what is 41 into 41? 1681 minus is equal to 14 to 40 is 1600 plus BC square. Now 1681 minus this will come here, 1600 is equal to BC square, or you may write like this, BC square is equal to, subtract this, you'll get 81. So now you know that whenever your square is getting transposed to the equal to sign to that number, it will become square root of 81. So now BC is equal to square root of 81 is 9 centimeter. You got the breadth, that is 9 centimeter. Now you have to find the perimeter, right? So hence the perimeter of the rectangle plot is equal to 2L plus B. L means length here and B means breadth here. So you know the length that is mentioned in your question, that it is, whose length is 40 centimeter, right? So write down here 40 meter, length is 40. Now what is the breadth? What did you found? 9 centimeter, right? So just find well, 40 plus 9 is 49. So 2 into 49 is 98 centimeter. So student, this is the way to find the perimeter. This is the way to find the hypotenuse, base and perpendicular. Alright students, so we have solved many of the problem, right? One question is left, that is question number 8. Alright, I'll show you the question here. So here is the question number 8. So student, you will this question is similar to the question number 7. Alright, so the value is also given 8 centimeter for PO, and this OQ is 15 centimeter. The diagonal of the rhombus measures, the diagonal of the rhombus is measuring 16 centimeter and 30 centimeter here. 16 half is 8, so I have written that also. This is 8 and 8 here, and 15 and 15 because they are bisecting, just see intersecting, so this becomes 8. This part if you consider, alright, so this will become 8 and half of this. Alright, so that's why I have written 8 and 15. Okay, so using the concept of the Pythagoras theorem, you will solve the problem. You will find the perimeter of this rhombus. Okay, so with this question we are over with the question exercise 6.5 as well as the chapter number 6. Okay, if there is any doubt you can comment me. Alright, so in the next class I'll be present with the new chapter. Alright student, till then stay safe and healthy and do not forget to practice. Alright, thank you everyone.